Hi, normally, sorry about that. I'd go live in the bottom of the eighth, but we're in the top of the eighth with one out, and the Rockies are down a run. So this is probably the most dramatic moment of the game. So I'm here. So going a little bit early here. And here's a situation where they just talked about Warren Schaefer said, we're not going to play scared. You got Tyler Freeman, who hit a home run earlier today, get a base hit. They're hitting Goodman right now, so that's a pinch hitter. Warren Schaefer's looking at his stopwatch, so let's see. But you need to try to steal this base and get Freeman in scoring position. And you look at strike two, so that'd have been a good pitch to steal on right there. And so I don't exactly know what the hesitation was to not go right there. But it's been a well played game by the Rockies overall. There he goes. All right. There we go. 0-2 pitch. It was a slider down low. Freeman puts himself in scoring position. Good job by Freeman. I was really kind of not into Tyler Freeman, but I'm sort of warming up to him. All right, here we go. You have two chances to drive into tying run, and Goodman whiffs. Sucks. You'd like to at least move him along there. Nasty pitch. The problem is for the Rockies here, if they go and the Mets close with Diaz, he's gone 30 straight innings without allowing a hit. If I'll get to your comments if you got any here, and it's not bottom of the eighth, it's actually top of the eighth, isn't it? Beck, no hits on the day. Only has one hit in the entire series. All right, here we go. I mean, these are the moments right here. You've got a 2-0 pitch, 2-0 count, runner on second, 2 outs. Right here. Right here. I mean, at least take a hack at it. Ball 3. All right. Well, he'll probably just take this pitch here. Sam Hilliard's hitting second today. 3-0. Right down the middle. All right, be dialed in here. Same thing. 3-1, same as 2-0. Let's go. This is where you need it. Whatever you want to do, you don't want to be looking at a strike here. All right, took a hack at it. Boy, that was dead. That was right down the middle, man. Ugh. That split the heart of the plate. That was a great pitch to hit. Get to your comments during the half inning here. 4-3 Mets. That's fouled off. Good job by Beck. Hang in there, man. Yeah, I'll get to your comments if anybody wants to throw something in here. Palmquist had a hell of a start. He struck out 5 of the first 6 batters of the Mets, and then he gave up a 3-run bomb to Alfonso. Went slider. Frustrating, man. So he gets 2 strikeouts. The Rockies do a good job. Freeman gets on first, steals second. Goodman whiffs, and then Beck whiffs, and he goes from a 3-0 count to a strikeout. Man, oh man, oh man. So you have a 2-0 pitch, it's 3-0, 3-0, you take a strike, fine. You fall off 2 balls, and that was a sick little pitch there to get the strikeout. But that hurts, going from 3-0 to a strikeout. So now we go bottom eighth, and this is where it's going to be incredibly difficult for the Rockies, as I'm sure the Mets will close with Diaz. Ah, man, it's been a good game though by the Rocks. They've been right there. They have been right there. If you're asking, Yacht Rock review is excellent last night. Mr. Channel for these. Well, I'm here. I'm on this channel. And like and subscribe, Evan, my man. I appreciate it. But yeah. And listen, man, we'll see. Today I'm gonna go get a ride in after this is done. It's a beautiful day. Gonna hit the bluffs on the bike and maybe go. I don't know if I'll go all the way to Castle Rock, but probably go up the bluffs, up and around Castle Pines at least, then back down around. So I'll get on the bike for a couple hours this afternoon. Well, that's the plan at least. Maybe get some pool time in. Maybe get some pool time in for the first time this year. That'd be kind of fun. So yeah. What else can I tell you as we follow? I go where you go, DMac. Glad I cheer on Atlanta over the Rocks. I get it. I got you. Congratulations to Cherry Creek, who beat Regis to win the state championship at baseball. So even without Mark Johnson, Creek continues their high school baseball dynasty. All right, here we go with Agnos on the bump. The Rockies down by a run. So certainly you need to shut these guys down here to give yourself a chance. Agnos, 1.13 ERA, Major League Baseball average 404, whip 0.81 compared to 1.30. Agnos has been good. And I know this sounds crazy because you say Goodman in for Jacob Stallings, by the way, that you say, oh, the Rockies are terrible, terrible, terrible. So you expect everything to be terrible. But Warren Schaefer said, now yesterday they just played poorly and just lost and whatever. Warren Schaefer said, if you're paying attention, you can tell that we're playing better. He's not wrong about that. But like last inning is a great example. Lazy fly to right, Freeman with the catch, so you got one down. So, but you need to put it together. So Agnos is going against Soto and Alfonso here. So why am I even doing this? If the Rockies were just bad, this wouldn't be worth it. It wouldn't be that interesting. But it's historic right now. And you're being compared to the Spiders. Where are the Spiders from? The Cleveland Spiders of 1899. The 1899 Spiders finished 20 and 134 for a .130 winning percentage. The Rockies are on pace to go 26 136. They would lose more game than the Spiders, but the winning percentage would not be as bad. And you'd have to go by losing percentage there. And then it's the 62 Mets, 40, 120, and 1. And last year's White Sox, 41, 121. All right, Soto at the plate. 2-2 count. Alfonso on deck. Alonso. Sorry, not Alfonso. It's a one-run game. So full count. Did you pull the short straw to have to live react to the Rockies? No, it's totally my idea. No, that might be gone. Shit. Soto with the solo. No, he didn't want to do that. Boy, he golfed that too. It was a low pitch, and he just shit. Man, that's a bummer. Change up, left it up way too high. Oh god, he just served it up on a tee. That's bad pitching. It's bad pitching on a 2-2 count. And now you got Alonso up. Bad pitching, bad pitch. You got a changeup that a changeup like that's got to be in the dirt. It's got to be outside the zone. He left it up, dead red, and Soto did what he should to a pitch like that. Bad pitch, bad pitch. And now Agnos he's all in his head. Bad pitch. Frustrating. Alonso pops it up. Just make the easy play, 2 outs. Okay. If not because this is a baseball thing, I get it. Stay on topic. And the Rocks play the role of get right against club. I'm not exactly sure what that means. All right, Diaz is warming up with a 2-run lead. He hasn't allowed a hit in 30 innings. All right, and the Rockies will get out of the inning. So we'll go top 9, down 2 runs. I mean, it wasn't going to be easy down 1 run. You didn't do yourself any favors. So the Rockies have this is their last chance to get on the board and do something here. But it's not like the Rockies have had a terrible game or played bad in this one. In fact, just the opposite. The Rocks had some really good moments so far in this one, but they only have 4 hits for 3 runs, 2 home runs, 1 from Arcia, so that's his first one with the Rockies. And Freeman, I believe that's his first one with the Rockies. Meanwhile, 11 strikeouts, which is excellent, and only 2 walks, which is not bad, and no errors. So a really well played game. The Mets only have 5 hits. The problem is 3 of those 5 hits are home runs. And the Rockies have 4 hits. So, and this is a Mets team who's really good, 23-7 at home. And you're right there with them. You are. But now Diaz is coming in, and what are you going to do? You're going to lose, probably. That's what you're going to do. But you can see you wouldn't believe how many games, if you haven't been following this, how many games like this the Rockies have had. And they've had a lot of these type of games recently. So when I say, hey, the tide could turn here, I'm not joking. They're yesterday was bad. Yesterday they got blown out. Right? That was yesterday, right? Palmquist pitched pretty well today, except he gave up the 3-run homer to Alonso. Here's Edwin Diaz. Pitched well. Has 10 or more saves. One of 3 pitchers like that. Crazy. Hilliard leads off. 0 hits allowed in last 30 at bats. Longest active streak in Major League Baseball. Hilliard's 1 for 3 today. Strike. Yeah, so Friday, good close game with the Mets. They lose 4-2. Yesterday, just kind of a bad game. And this one has been nip and tuck all the way. They led 1-0. They came back to tie it up at 3. It was 4-3 until they gave up the home run in the bottom of the 8th. Hilliard gets a base hit. So Hilliard breaks the streak. Look at that. Goes the other way. You've got the tying run now at the plate. Okay. How about this? Here we go. Very nice. Very, very nice. Good shot. A little bit lucky, a lot of bit lucky, but found a hole. Oh, wow. Well, wild pitch. So Hilliard will go to second. He doesn't really matter, though. God, that got away from Diaz. That went right at Tovar's dome. All right, here we go. And I'll get to all of your comments here. If I don't get to them right now, it's because I've just dialed in on what's going on. But I'm seeing your comments, and I appreciate them. Throw more of your comments in here. Make sure you like and subscribe. Subscribe. There's a lot of folks on here that watch and aren't subscribed. So we appreciate that. Okay, man. Tovar hanging in there. Let's take it one pitch at a time. But you got to score this run from second. You got a runner on second with no outs. You got to get him in. Low and away slider. It's a ball, and Tovar goes down swinging. Nasty pitch. Nasty pitch. That is the 6th strikeout of the afternoon for the Rocks. All right, Ryan McMahon. Starts him with the slider for a strike. 0-2. Foul it off. This would be the 50th loss of the season for the Rockies. Be 9-50. Wow. Inside heat at 99 on the black. No chance. At least McMahon went down swinging. Wow. That was a sick ass pitch. Oh. Wow. That is sick. Ah, man. All right, here's Doyle. Heater. Diaz is even fooling around. He's probably pissed off he gave up a hit. Strike 2. It's funny, the fans are not all on their, well, now they're on their feet with 2 strikes. Diaz just looks pissed off that he gave up a hit at all. Hey, man, you are a home run from tying this game, Brenton Doyle. Don't give up on it. High heat, ball. Home run ties the game, man. Focus, man. Don't give up on it. If he comes with slider outside the zone, he's probably got him. Let's see what he does. Oh, heat again. He's trying to. It's just trying to. Yeah. Houston's speculating if he's going to pull out the slider here. I'm going to guess this will be a slider. Yep. No, heat, outside heat. What? 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 Oh my God. What? Wow. I did not think that was a strike. That's a 6 strike, man. That is on the black, 99 outside. That sucks. All right, so the Rockies lose 5-3. That was a sick pitch. All right. Well, we said you don't want to get to Diaz, and you certainly didn't want to get to Diaz. Wow, that was sick. That was pretty sick. Okay. All right. I'll get to your comments here in a second. So the Rockies fall to 9-50. Damn, man, that is crazy. $9-50. Insane, huh? Well, we'll see what Warren Schaefer has to say. They on their way to Miami. 3 games in Miami. All right. Well, let's see what you got to say about this one. Schaefer 2-17. Fire him. I know it doesn't look like they're playing well because they're losing so many games. I swear to God, they're playing better under Warren Schaefer than with Bud Black. They are, but the results haven't been there. No doubt about it. Results haven't been there. Let's see here. Wow, a lot of comments. You guys are awesome. Let's see here. Oh, Evan, yeah, I'm not going to do anything but baseball here. That's it. The season is a result of poor drafting, developing, and management. This caught up to him. Surprised this hasn't happened much earlier. Well, you should be surprised because this has never happened, like, ever. So, there's that. I'm talking about Spiders baseball, Cleveland Spiders baseball from 1899. Sell the team to Penner. He would hurt someone to fix it, and they would be competitive in 2 years. There's no doubt if this team was sold to let's hear what Spilly's got to say here real quick. He's talking about how Palmquist did pitch well. He did. He struck out 5 of 6. But then in the third, you walk a guy, you hit a guy, you put up Alonso with no outs, and you got to pitch to him. Lindor had a bomb, as did Soto. Sorry, that was in the 4th inning, not the 3rd. So the difference in this one was you played pretty well, but the 3 homers that you allowed were the difference in a close game. All right, so quick wrap up. It was about the home run ball and the lack of clutch hitting. Credit to the Monforts. They figured out how to bring their own crap factory from Greeley to Denver. All right. It means Soto has been awful this season until he played the Rockies. Monfort got the team because the original owner got into trouble. He's done nothing to, I don't know. Here we go, Rockies. Yeah. Tovar, oh my God, that was an awful at bat. 3 pitches and you see Rymack. Rocks are the least talented team in baseball. Thanks, DMac. I started following when you had 18 podcasts. Now I watch the YouTube Altitude show. Okay. I appreciate it. That's cool. Can't take that with 2 strikes. Game on the line. Well, I agree with you, Evan. That's why the Rockies can't hit, even though they play half their games at 52-80. Yeah. Okay. I will send an invite. Hold on. Mike Sanford wants to get in on this. Hold on. So what I did is I invited the guys from altitude to join me if they want, but I certainly understand, having something better to do. Uh, so Mike Sanford wants to jump on. That's cool. I didn't think anybody would want to jump on, in all honesty. So we'll see if Coach Sanford wants in on it a little bit. Come on in, Mike. The water's warm. Let me see if I can do something while I wait for Coach Sanford. Let's see here. Can I do this? No, I don't want to do that. Share screen. I think I can do that. Okay, yeah. And if I do that, let me see here. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. There you go. I'll give you a little of the post game there. So if it comes along, if Warren Schaefer talks, I'll try to give that to you. All right. I'll take it out for now, though. Let's see here. Rocks don't even have anyone playing well enough to sell for a young guy, but the Rockies have a shortstop, second baseman for Albuquerque, but who knows if they call him up. Well, the guy they should call up is this Ritter player who is just doing incredible. I have no idea why they don't bring him up. But yeah, just bring him up. You know what? I got a lot of things going on here. Let me kind of delete some things to make my signal a little bit better. It's bad at bats and bad plate discipline. I feel like they are coached up poorly in the minor league level to teach bad habits. Well, it's not great, obviously. Hasn't been great. They're featuring Carson Palmquist, who was pretty great for a while. So Carson Palmquist, 4 2/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 8 strikeouts, 2 walks. So there you go. This is a long one. While some of your takes are annoying, the Westbrook hand issue, I respect the hell out of you. Having a voice in all Colorado major sports and doing a good job, it's hard. And I would pick you to listen to almost all the sports talk guys. I appreciate that. Hey, listen, all I was saying on the Westbrook hand issue is was he communicating with the team? And apparently he was, at least in game 7. So that's all. Let's see. Sorry. The Rockies are the first team in Major League Baseball history to lose 50 games by June 1st. Yeah, you know what's amazing is that as we document the march towards history. Oh, okay. They're going to Warren Schaefer next. So I haven't really tried this share screen thing. So I'll try that when they go to the press conference. The upcoming 2026 10th round, 10th pick should change everything. Yeah, that's a quirky one. You're not allowed to have a top 6 pick or something like that, or a top 10 pick or something like that, more than 3 years in a row. So while they'll have the number 4 pick in this upcoming draft, they will not even have a top 10 pick or inside the top 10 pick for 2026. because the league is trying to stop tanking. It's a quirky baseball rule that I'm going to guess most people don't know. Let's see this. Baseball needs to move to a system of relegation and promotion like European soccer, in my opinion. All right. We can get back to that. Coach Sanford, what are you doing, dude?
What are we doing right now? So you're enjoying a nice little lunch with my wife today, and 50 losses. 50 losses is a pretty big achievement,
What do you think?
especially when it's June 1st. A June
Crazy,
1st
right?
50 loss team.
Right.
Has that ever happened in the history of baseball, DMac?
Nope, it has not. I just found that out. It's never happened. No.
So worst start in the history of baseball.
Yeah, history of baseball.
No end in sight.
Yep.
No end in sight.
Well, close games, Mike. A lot of close games. A lot of close games.
But would you argue that's baseball?
No. If you were really just really, really, really horrible, and their record is really horrible, but if you were really, really horrible, you wouldn't have so many close losses. You'd just be getting blown out every game. But they're bad.
They're really, really horrible, DMac.
Then why so many close games?
Like the starting pitching is better than you think.
Okay.
I don't think the starting pitching is horrific. I actually think there is some fringe, decent young talent in the lineup that just can't string it together, can't play consistent baseball. They're just a day late and a dollar short in every area of their baseball franchise. Every area. Therefore,
yeah.
Go ahead.
Where are you eating lunch with your wife?
A fine establishment in northern Colorado here.
Yeah. Do they have TVs on with sports on them?
They do. Yeah, it's a great place here. So I'm not going to put anybody else on.
No. Okay. Did any of those TVs have the Rockies game on?
It did not. They were over. And today, DMac, what I would tell you is that arguably today is maybe the worst Sunday or worst weekend in the sports calendar for sports. Certainly today. So, was today the worst sports day of the year?
Well, if you don't like college baseball and you don't like the Rockies, man. Yeah, I mean, I guess.
College baseball is a tough watch, man. It's a really tough watch.
Well, I got a family friend who plays for Oregon State, Dallas Macias, and they're playing St. Mary's later this afternoon. So I got a personal connection to.
I tried watching college baseball. I like college softball. I'm a fan of watching. College softball, but not college baseball.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you just get back to your wife then. I appreciate you jumping on, though.
Anytime, brother. Anytime.
Right.
It's pretty bad.
We'll see you tomorrow, Coach.
See you, buddy.
All right. There's Mike Sanford, who's in a sports bar in Colorado, loaded with TVs, and not one of them had the Rockies game on. All right, let me see if I can try to do this. This is Warren Schaefer talking. Let's see if I can pull this off. We're going to want some volume here. Come on, Coach. Can I not do that? All right, I'll see if I can do this. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. It's pretty frozen, huh? Oh. Page unresponsive. Wait. I might just have too much stuff going on here, unfortunately. Let me try to refresh, and if not, we'll just wrap it up. Yeah, I may have just too many things going on. All right, exit page. I'll try again. Let me try again. And if not, I'll just let you go. Thanks for Coach for jumping on, though. That was cool. Let's see. Okay. All right, let's see if I can make this work. One last try. I'm going to rewind it a little bit. Well, it's working here, but I might have a problem when I try to put it on the when I try to do it here. So give me a second. Appreciate you guys watching, though. Thank you. I say it's a coin flip whether this is gonna work. What he's talking about. Let's see if I can do this. All right, I'm gonna. Okay, and now I'm going to try to do this. Share screen. Boom. Okay, here we go.
I thought Palmquist, that was his best start yet.
Okay.
I mean, 8 punch, 5 on the heater. I think he's just getting more comfortable with who he is and with each outing, which is what we want to see. So a very positive step forward for CP.
So Palmquist good.
Is it, how much of it is the high fastball with the sweeper off of it?
Yeah, that's what he does. I mean, that's what he's done in the minor leagues to get all the punch outs that he's had. That's what he's done his whole life. So to come here and try to change that, I think would not be a good thing for him. But you saw it play today against a very good lineup.
Do you feel like he was squeezed in that 4th inning?
I can't tell from the side. I can't tell from the side, but I'd have to go back and look. Never going to make an excuse like that.
Oh,
A couple homers
okay.
today. You saw one from Arcia, one from Freeman. What did you like about the swings?
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness. Arcia battled. That was a 2-strike homer.
That's good.
On the board, and then Freeman just a bounce back after the Alonso 3-run homer.
That was good too.
It was just good to see fight, man. It was good to see.
I agree.
All day fighting like we've come to expect. Just we haven't had the wins yet.
Yep.
On a personal note, Sam Hilliard, this is a big day for him and his family with his father passing away from ALS. So does it mean anything when you see a guy like that get multiple hits on a day like this, even though it's a loss?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a very special thing for Sam. You can't really put that into words, but I'm glad he got an opportunity to do it today, and 2 knocks, pretty cool.
Well, that's
A couple
good.
days ago, he said he was close to you.
Sam?
Yeah, well, he was in the minor leagues. What are your plans for him the rest of the way?
I'm just going to give Sam opportunity. We have room right now for opportunity for whoever
That's for sure.
is going to play good. So
That's
I try to
for
put
sure.
him into a situation where he can succeed, and we'll see where it takes him. That's all anybody can ask for at this level.
He says you go back to the minor leagues with him. How close are you with him? And he said you two are close.
Yeah, I'm very close with him. I'm very close with
I'm
a
not
lot of
exactly
guys,
sure where the
Sam's
he's going with those
special in this
questions.
clubhouse because I managed him in A-ball. I managed him in AA.
Oh,
I managed
okay.
him in AAA. So you just
That's pretty
naturally
cool.
become close with somebody when you're with them for so long and seen them go through a lot of ups and downs.
That's a cool deal.
Thanks, Dave.
All right. Well, there you go. Thanks, Dave. So the Rockies go to Miami tomorrow. So tomorrow, Tuesday, early game, 10 a.m., Wednesday, Mountain Time here. And then Thursday, they're off. And then they will host the Mets coming up this weekend at Coors Field. They're back for a 6-game set against the Mets and the Giants. Rockies fall to 9-50. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. All right, let me finish up some comments here. Oh, I already got that. The relegation. Is that the last one? Nope, there's some more. Evan. Best part is Rocks don't even get a top 10 pick. Yep. Been over that. Poor Drew Goodman. He had to announce for Hanslick Nuggets, and now this. Drew and the crew do a great job, and I'm proud to call them friends. And I sympathize for what they're going through. But I'm telling you, every single broadcast is incredibly professional and well done. And it's a great crew. It's an outstanding crew that's doing these Rockies games. And everybody wants the same thing. They know that these games are close. And you want them just to win, to get a win here and there. Nobody's expecting anything but, an overall terrible season. Would the best college baseball team beat the Rockies? Best of 7? No, they would not. That's how good pro guys are. The best college baseball team wouldn't even beat like the worst AAA team. the best college baseball team is like a really, really, really good AA team. So could the best baseball team with the best pitcher in a one-off game? Sure. I mean, Paul Skeens went from pitching in college to one of the best pitchers in baseball. So yeah, I mean, that can happen. But in a 7-game series, no way. No. But that being said, Mike Sanford doesn't like watching the college baseball, but I do. But I like watching it, having a personal connection to it. And again, if you're rooting for some sort of local connection to the College Baseball World Series, Dallas Macias, who's a great young man. His family's incredible. Love him. And he plays for Oregon State. And they are playing St. Mary's. They lost to St. Mary's on Friday, putting them in the losers bracket. They won against TCU. They got to beat St. Mary's again to get to the championship game in their regional, which they're hosting in Corvallis against USC. So that's a little bit later this afternoon. Would the Rockies beat the worst AAA team, though? Yeah, but there probably are AAA teams that would beat the Rockies. That's a different question. There are probably some higher level AAA teams who would beat the Rockies. That, unfortunately, is true. So, okay. Listen, man, we got a lot of people watching this, which I appreciate way more than I thought. Tons of comments, which is cool. And I'm happy to keep doing this as long as I'm not doing something else. And today I really wasn't doing something else, so I'm doing this. Tomorrow, I don't really have any plans on Monday night. And likely we'll be doing this around, 6:45, 7 o'clock or so. So I'll probably do the march towards history tomorrow as well. And I thank Mike Sanford for jumping in. In all honesty, I really didn't expect anybody to jump in. So cool for Mike. Glad he jumped in. That's awesome. Thank you, Mike. And we'll see if anybody else wants to jump in as we go. But if not, I appreciate you being here. I don't want to leave out any quick. By this point, I'd be like Bob Uecker on the major calling Rockies games. Swing, yes. Is Coors Field the baseball factory of sadness? Right now it is. The Rockies would not win a series versus a AAA team. Well, yeah, they probably would, but negative WAR is crazy. Is that what they have? I didn't even know that. Is that right? Wins against replacement is negative. DMac used to say in regards to NFL, you need a great owner, GM, and coach to have success. The Rockies are 0 for 3 on that score. Listen, Justin, it's a results-based business, and I can't say that you're wrong, although there are a lot of closer games than you would think. Appreciate you, Evan. It's okay to disagree. It's just sports, right? And I'm not predicting anything great for the Rockies. It's just that are they really going to be the worst team of all time? Today, and I don't want it to be the case. I'm not doing this rooting for that. In fact, just the opposite. I'm rooting for them not to be the worst team of all time. But you can't ignore what is happening. So while I don't want it to happen, you can't ignore that it is happening. And so I say I'm not for boycotts. I'm not even, a huge sell the team guy, although there's plenty of examples to be made that selling the team would be better for the results of the team. But I'm not banging the drum for that either. I understand the realities of the situation. We're here to document what is a historic season. Would they beat the Spiders? On that note, we wrap things up. And I'll give you a rundown tomorrow morning. I'm on at 7:30 a.m. with DMac Smack, and the whole lineup of Altitude hosts starts at 6 a.m. and goes throughout the course of the day. So if you're interested, make sure you subscribe so you get notices, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. If not, I'm on from noon to 3, and tons of content on this YouTube channel about all Denver sports. Tons and tons of content about all Denver sports right here. So you got it. You really should check out the channel. It's way more than just me, that's for sure. And I think you'd really enjoy it. Make sure you subscribe if you can. Okay. We'll see you guys later. I'm going to get on the trails, get a workout in, maybe hit the pool. See you.